Hi, Dr. Moore here, and we're going to talk about updating our vagus nerve exercises. One thing that we're always doing in our office is we're always growing and we're learning new stuff, and we've learned new stuff for your vagus nerve that are easy to apply. So let's go through from the beginning all the way to the new stuff. And you might be familiar with our gargle 8s. This is where you're going to use warm water and gargle like you're waking up your neighbors. Now, I suggest you do that in the shower because you're going to use warm water in the shower and it's going to come down as you go, nice and loud. Now, if your wife is, or husband or spouse or partner is sleeping in the other room or close by, then it's a toned down gargle, but you still want to go crazy with the gargling. We're going to combine that with figure 8s. We're going to do figure 8s with our hand. We're going to look at something on the wall so our chin is up high, and we're going to do figure 8s. Now, you're going to be doing this in the shower, and so I want you to hang on to something. Put your hand on the wall and do a figure 8 like that. Most important thing is that you don't fall down. Very important is that you don't fall down. You hang on to something. You can also, if you want to do more advanced, you hang on to the wall and you look up and you gargle and you institute bringing your leg into it. So it's like that. But you gotta be good at it before you do that. That is down the road. That's gargle 8s. The next one is going to be humming and massaging your ear. You are simply going to hum. I like to do this when I wash my hair. Side note, when you're washing hair, if you have a shoulder problem, come across the side and do a Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Really helps rehabilitation of your shoulders. But massage the ears when you have the shampoo on there. It's kind of hard for me because my ears are dry right now, but you're going to hum. And it's really simple. You're going to hum loud. Now, I hum a bunch of different songs because Happy Birthday has gotten very old for me in the last couple of years, so I hum different songs. And I stare at a spot on the shower. And I'm going to add in some other exercises. And I am going to hum, and I am going to bend my head. This is what I like to call teenagers. I don't know. And I'll do that for about 30 seconds. You can do this with your feet together. You can do this with your feet in a wider stance. Feet together is more of a balance exercise for your brain. As you bend your head this way, that's a balance exercise for your brain. The rubbing of the ears is going to be vagus nerve. So, but you have to be, again, stable. I will put one foot in front of the other, and I will stare at that wall, and I will do rotations as I do this. This is what I call the no-no. Again, stability is the key. Then I'll switch feet, and I will do the yes. Meanwhile, the hot water is hitting me in the shower, and I'm stable. Most important is stability. If you have to do a wide stance to do the no, the yes, and the I don't know teenager move, do the wide stance. Stability is very important. So that's the humming in the ear. The next thing is what we like to call our favorite, the gag 3 times. Now, gag 3 times, you can do that in the shower. You just kind of take your hand and put it on the back of your tongue. Do not stab your throat. I do this, I get out of the shower, I'm brushing my teeth, and I just take my toothbrush, flip it upside down, and I touch the back of my tongue in 3 spots. And the last time I touch it, I am gagging. My eyes are watering. I have accidentally thrown up in the sink, so make sure you're somewhere that you can do that. You only do that once, you find out what your limit is. Now, when you're doing all of these exercises, you're doing these things, if you get a headache, if you get dizzy, if you get nauseous, if your eyes tear up, you're done. Stop. You could move on to the next one. Start with the gargle 8s, the humming the ears, the gagging. But you're done. If your eyes water up, Headache, dizziness, nauseousness, you've gone too far with those three. But your eyes water up, you did exactly what we want to do, stimulate the vagus nerve. Now, the three add-ons that we're going to do. Walking 20 minutes outside is extremely stimulating to your whole body, let alone your vagus nerve. Now, I'm in Michigan. We just got 9 inches of snow. It's icy out there. It's cold. So first of all, be safe. Be safe. That's the key. I walked by a couple that's probably in their 70s, and they wear special, metal springs on their shoes to keep them from slipping. You don't have to do that if you don't feel safe walking a treadmill. But try to get outside as soon as possible. I don't walk in the rain, that's my rule, but I walk every day. And I just look around and breathe, and it's just great, 20 minutes a day. Another thing is breathing. And breathing is very simple. You're going to take an inhale of 6 seconds and exhale it for 12. You want to do that 6 times. And if you can't start out with inhaling 6 seconds and exhaling for 12, start out with inhaling for 3 seconds and exhale for 6. Then try 4 and exhale for 8. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 10. I'm actually I'm doing 8 seconds inhale, and I'm doing 16-second exhale. Actually, I can do 20-second exhales. That is great, but you want to do 6 of those in a row. And you can do that a couple times a day. And the last thing, and I'm not a fan of this one, is cold baths. Now, I live in Michigan, and my walks right now, today was 15 degrees. Last week was -2 degrees. I'm not a fan of the cold shower, of the cold bath. So what I do is when I get in the shower, I turn it, I stand there and I stare at a spot on the wall, and I turn the water on, and that cold water hits me. I say an affirmation as I'm doing it, and then the water warms up. And that's my cold bath personally, because I live in the cold. I find that people say, yeah, I do cold baths, They all live in the south. I live in the north. I can see the snow right now. The cold bath I don't like it. So I do the cold shower. That's actually very good for your vagus nerve, and it stimulates brain-derived neurotropic factors. What some people will do is at the end of the shower, they will turn the hot water off and let the cold water hit them for about a minute or 2. I personally don't like that. Now, this is all stuff that you have to be able to do and do on a daily basis. And I know this, that if it sucks, you're done. You're not going to do it. So make sure that you start out slowly and you make this fun. This is a great exercise for your vagus nerve, which is a nerve that connects your brain to your gut. On the link below is the whole vagus nerve video that I went through, and is very detailed oriented. It might take you a couple of times to watch it so you understand the implications of what you're doing. But most importantly, with any exercise, anything you do, make sure that you're enjoying it. Make sure that it's fun. You don't get a headache, you don't get dizzy, you don't get nauseous, and you don't dread it. That's another thing, is you shouldn't dread this. It's a great thing to do. You know, when you choke and your eyes get all teary up, laugh at yourself. When you're gargling make sure that you're having fun with it. When you're humming and you're doing your ears, sing a song that you like. When you're out walking, I just pray. I walk with God. It's awesome. When you're breathing, get a tune to it. And the cold bath thing, my affirmation makes that cold water warm up very fast. So if you have any questions, call our office, 810-225-7246. Otherwise, God bless you. Have an awesome day.